Hey y'all, it's Twiggy. I talked about on my blog some adjustments that we made for our tarp tent for the freestanding purposes, and I wanted to show you. There's really no better way than to just do this video, otherwise it just gets too complicated trying to type it. I went ahead and set it up. It's on our deck. We don't have a yard, but I think it's kind of perfect because typically freestanding, you're setting it up on ground that's too hard to get your stakes in. So anyways, as I mentioned, Hunter, or Spock, made some really cool adjustments that are very simple, but I think genius. And I kind of wanted to show those to you, so I'm going to give you a closer look. So I have the tent set up on this side, freestanding with the trekking pole. And I'm going to demonstrate this side because I think that that's probably easiest. Okay, so you take your trekking pole, it's fully extended, and you slip it in one side, you slip it in the other side, and then this is important. This we couldn't figure out, even watching the videos online, but how to attach it in the middle. There's this little Velcro piece here, and you know, originally we were, how you would think to, you would Velcro it, but it kept snapping off like that and we couldn't figure it out. And the trick was to actually place it behind the pole that's running through this pole, and the Velcro's on the face out, and then you take this tab with the other side of the sticky Velcro and you wrap it around kind of like that. So it's behind, not in front. So that was really key. So these were the bonus features. When we got this tent, you can see on here that we have snapped the end of a trekking pole, which ends here, into this long metal extender. That wasn't there when we bought the tent. There was actually a small piece of black fabric that had a small pocket in there. And then on this side, you see we have the top of the trekking pole, sort of where the handle is, inside of this blue strange stuff sack thing. And that also was a small black pocket. And we'd put this in the black pocket, we'd put the end in the other black pocket, and then they would pop out and we couldn't get it to stay. So what we did is these are actually, these little blue stuff sacks were the stuff sacks for our mosquito net that we wore over our heads and faces, and we just looped it around and through this yellow string here. This is where you put your stake through. So Spock just untied it and slipped it through this, because this is all sewn and attached on either side. There's sort of a loop here. He strung it through and then knotted it up here. So we were still able to stake it through here when we wanted to, and stick our trekking pole handle in there. And it holds it so perfectly that, I mean, it never popped out. We never had a problem. And then on this end, it was a little bit more complicated, but not really. We bought this metal pole extender. Tarp Tent actually offered it. We bought it from them. I don't know, maybe it was a couple dollars. And he drilled a tiny hole right there. And he is handy, so I don't know if that's overwhelming to some people, but you know, I'm sure it's easy to do. And then again, he took the stake string and he strung it through. And then out the end, he retied a new knot for staking, so you could put your stake through there. So we have freestanding and staking capability. And here's the thing. Here's the best part about it. With freestanding, I mean, you can totally pick up your tent and move it. So that's it. That's all the adjustments that we made to the freestanding tent.